it's like to lose the people you love. I know this is hard for you, but winter is coming. We know what's coming with it.
This could be good for me. Lately I was feeling like I need a purpose. But when you talk to me.
Hey guys, Scott here with another fragrance review. Welcome, I'm glad you guys could join me. And of course, as you guys know, winter is definitely here. So today we're going to be talking about 10 great tobacco fragrances that perform well, that smell great, and are perfect for this time of year. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first fragrance I want to talk to you guys about today from a niche house called St. Giles, and it's called The Stylist. Not a lot of fluff, just a simple bottle, elegant fragrance. Let's go ahead and give it a smell. I've sprayed this one a bunch, so I can already tell you guys that this one is very tropical, very fruity. It's got a mango note, which makes this unusual. It's definitely got the rum notes in it, and there's a sweetness from the whipped cream and vanilla. It's a beautiful fragrance. It's stylish, it's classy. Those sweet notes don't come through too much. They're not cloying. It's definitely a great fragrance for a sophisticated young man on the go, that CEO type. This is definitely a beautiful niche house fragrance, and I highly suggest if you haven't checked out St. Giles Fragrances, they make a bunch of different fragrances, you check this one out. The one we're going to talk about is Burberry London, which I call Christmas in a bottle. And you can tell by looking at it, it almost looks like a wrapped Christmas present. My son likes the way this one looks. I like the presentation too, but the scent is even better. I love this one, guys. It's very sweet, it's very aromatic. It definitely has this vanilla latte scent mixed with that warming tobacco. This is an absolutely gorgeous scent, and it's also got a bit of a pine tree resinous smell going on with it. It's very woody, very aromatic, definitely sweet from the vanilla, and I absolutely love this fragrance. And it's just a great fragrance for this time of year, so I highly suggest you check out Burberry London. It's just got that vanilla latte, standing by the Christmas tree, smoking that tobacco pipe kind of vibe going on. All right, the next fragrance we're gonna dive right into is Spice Bomb by Viktor and Rolf. I love the presentation of this bottle. It's so cool. It's very masculine looking, very manly. It looks like a grenade, and you can actually pull the pin. Keeping the pin on it helps keep this from being sprayed. I absolutely love this fragrance. One of the things that makes this stand out, it's got a beautiful, beautiful vanilla in this. Of course, there's tobacco in this. I believe the Extreme is, a lot of you guys like the Extreme a little bit better. I do have a decant of that. I like that one too, but I really do love this one. I think it's a lot more toned down. It's just beautifully sweetened with that vanilla. There's that chili pepper, it gives it the right amount of spice. And this is just an absolutely beautiful, gorgeous fragrance. Again, I love the presentation, very woody. Just a great fragrance, and it projects and performs wonderfully. So I know a lot of you guys are interested in that, and when you spend a lot of money on a fragrance, you want it to perform, you want it to project. This is a great fragrance to have in your collection, Spice Bomb. And to be honest with you, all the flankers are really good as well. So check them out. It's definitely worth a go. All right, the next one on the list really surprised me for the price point because it's very cheap. I was just really taken back by how beautiful, how gorgeous this scent was, and it's none other from the house of Calvin Klein, CK Shock. Another great tobacco fragrance, man. Right off the bat, this is so beautiful. I wish it performed longer because of how gorgeous this is. It's sweet, it's aromatic, it's warm, it's gorgeous. I absolutely love this fragrance. For the price, guys, you can't go wrong. You can pick these up in the box stores for dirt cheap. You can find them online for cheap. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous opening. Does it last long? Absolutely does not last long, but the opening on this is amazing, and you pretty much keep the same scent all the way through. It's just a beautiful, if you're looking to get into tobacco fragrances and you don't like challenging scents because you're kind of into the summer freshies and you're kind of into the sweet gourmands and you don't want to be challenged by tobacco, this is a good one to start your collection with. If you're trying to get used to a tobacco scent, I would start with this one. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you're looking to buy a Christmas present, this one you can get away with buying it fairly cheap. I'm not sure of the price, but you guys can look it up. All right, next, let's just go ahead and dive into an all-time classic. Every gentleman should have this fragrance in his collection. This is none other than Versace, the Dreamer. All right, I gotta be perfectly honest with you. I hated this fragrance when I first bought it. When I first started my journey almost 10, 11 months ago, I was one of those guys that wasn't into complex scents. I didn't like tobacco fragrances, but this one has really grown on me. It's sophisticated, it's powdery, it's fresh. I love how the atomizer is built in. It's just gorgeous. This is for a gentleman. This is for more of a mature crowd. This fragrance has been around for a long time. I think if you can find the older bottles, it lasts longer, performs beastly, and a lot of you guys are really into the older bottles of this scent if you can find them. I think people charge outrageously for them online. But again, this is another fragrance that is not expensive. You can find it in the box stores relatively cheap or online for a really good price. This is just a classic gentleman's fragrance, sophisticated, just a beautiful, beautiful, and another good starting point if you're looking to buy a tobacco fragrance. This is another good one to start with. I love this one, and I'll be honest with you, I think this one, because of the florals in it, can be unisex. My daughter loves this fragrance as well, and so does my wife. All right, moving right along. Now we're gonna start getting into some of my more favorite fragrances, and as I stated before, I really love the gourmand fragrances. And you guys, you can't go wrong, and you can argue with me on the Intense, you can argue with me on the Perfume, but for the sake of this video, I have Dolce Gabbana The One EDT. And another amazing fragrance for this time of year. It is very gourmandish, it's warm, it's spicy, it's sweet. Let's go ahead and spray it. Oh, as you know, man, when you put cardamom in fragrances, cardamom just seems to make the perfect date night fragrance, whatever you put it in. You guys know it's in the YSL fragrance, and it's in just a bunch of really beautiful fragrances. I love this one. It's woodsy, it's classic, it's sweet, it's gourmandish. And it's got something in it that I don't know if there's amber in this because I didn't study the notes. Sorry about that, but it's just very warming and very cozy. Almost in the same way that Grand Soir is warming, I find this to be a very beautiful warming scent, and it lasts very well on my skin. I'm sure the Perfume lasts longer. I know the Intense is also a great version of this as well. So check out any of those fragrances. These are just a beautiful tobacco fragrance, very gourmandish, very sweet, but not cloying, just in a very woodsy, manly way. The One, Dolce & Gabbana, must have in your collection if you're a fragrance enthusiast or if you're just looking for a sweet, beautiful tobacco fragrance. All right, moving right along, okay. This one is in my favorites list for releases in 2020. This is a 2020 release. Gorgeous bottle. I love how simplistic it is. It's square, the beautiful red cap, and it's just an absolutely gorgeous. I love this line. I love IDL, the L'Homme line. If you guys haven't seen already, I do have a video on this one. Go ahead and look down in my videos and you'll find I did a full review on all the L'Homme IDL line from Guerlain. This is just a beautiful gourmandish fragrance. Oh, great atomizer. To me, this fragrance is, rather than designer, this fragrance could almost pass as niche. I think the quality is that good. Out of all the fragrances I've talked about already, this is some of the best quality that I've mentioned so far. It's very sweet. It still carries that same DNA with the cherry flavor. And this is so much different than a lot of the fragrances because of that almond note. And again, the tobacco is very prevalent in this, but it's not too harsh, not too overwhelming. It doesn't take over the fragrance. I really love this one. It's one of my favorites. And I don't spray it that much, even though I love it, because I just don't want it to run out. This one was hard for me to get. It took me a long time to find this at a good price. All right, finally, let's get down to the 8th fragrance. I did a full review on this one already. This is Mancera Red Tobacco. This one causes quite a stir in the community. You either love this one or you hate it. This one is a blowtorch. It's a flamethrower. It brings the heat, but it also brings the performance. It also brings the projection. It also brings the sillage. Spending less than $100 for this online. I bought mine from Kingdom Fragrances. Shout out to Steve. I love this fragrance, man. This is so gorgeous. Now, yes, it's harsh on the top. Very harsh. But if you can be patient, if you can get to the dry down, the vanilla on this is amazing. The cinnamon in this is just gorgeous. It's just a wonderful gourmandish fragrance. It's powerful, it's fruity, it's warming. The vanilla, the green apple, beast mode performance, beast mode projection. Guys, you can't go wrong with this Mancera fragrance. I absolutely love it. I love the cinnamon, I love the vanilla, and I could just go on all day about this. I know it's hit or miss for some of you, but for me, it's just a gorgeous tobacco fragrance that just lasts all darn day. I spray this and I still smell it in my closet on one of my shirts for weeks to come after I've sprayed it. So beautiful niche house. If you're looking for a niche house to get started in, you don't want to spend $300. Like I said, this is one of those niche fragrance houses that you can get for less than $100. It's just a gorgeous vanilla, cinnamon, gourmandish tobacco fragrance. Okay, number 9. Argos Triumph of Bacchus. Sophistication, luxury, gorgeous, glamour, glitz, you name it, opulence, whatever you want to say, that's this in this bottle right here. Now, I hear you guys. I know what you're going to say. This is just a clone of the last fragrance I just talked about. No, it's not. It does have a lot of the same qualities. It's fruity. It's got that green apple note. There's rum in this. There's tobacco in this. Just like that other fragrance I just mentioned. But guys, this one is way more toned down. It's beautiful right out of the gate. You don't have to wait for the dry down. It's just elegant, sophisticated, and they blended the hell out of this fragrance. Shout out to Christian. You knew what you were doing with this one. Great nose on this fragrance. Great company. You're a great man. I really appreciate you, appreciate your dream, and you got it right. And this is one of those 30 milliliter bottles. So the price point is beautiful on this, and it can travel with you anywhere you want to go. You can put this thing in your pocket. But this thing, it will make a wonderful gift for this time of year. I don't want to spray this, but look, did you guys see that atomizer? Oh, the apple, the fruitiness, the rum. Guys, look at the detail on this. All right, get this fragrance for this winter. If you don't get it, then you're a nerd. Just kidding. Anyways, all right, guys, so that was number 9. Number 10, I lied to you guys. I don't have 10 fragrances. I do. I have a decant of Herod, which is a perfect tobacco scent. I have a bunch of other fragrances I could have put in here, but what I wanted to do is I wanted to leave number 10 open. And I wanted you guys to tell me what in the 10th spot, and I didn't have this in any order, but what's another great fragrance that I'm not thinking about for tobacco? What's a beautiful tobacco scent? What's one of your all-time favorites? Let me know in the comment. I want to know. I want your feedback. I want to hear from you guys. Tell me what I'm missing. Tell me one I didn't think about. I mentioned Herod. I know there's some other ones. The names are escaping me, but just let me know down in the comments, guys. I love your support. I love hearing from you guys. I love doing these videos. It's so much fun. You guys, your engagement, your friendships, I cherish them all. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please don't forget to hit the like button. 1, because it feeds my ego. Just kidding. Yeah, kind of. But it also makes me feel good about the videos, lets me know that I'm doing a good job. Please leave a comment. It helps the videos to grow. The more comments there are, the more likes they are, they push the videos out more, and more people see them, and I can reach a bigger audience and have an effect and give value to other people, guys. So I really need you to help me on my fragrance journey. I'm learning from you guys. Thank you so much. Please share this with your friends. And guys, remember, as always, be yourself as long as yourself smells great. Thank you. Ciao.